welcome back to another NASCAR Diecast review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Kyle Larson's 2022 Valvoline Next Gen Diecast Body and Chassis 164 NASCAR Diecast. That was one long sentence, but this is one awesome diecast. I know, my transitions get better by the day, but yeah, this is really awesome. My first Next Gen Diecast Body and Chassis, so let's see kind of hypes all around these and pop this one out of the box. Alrighty guys, now we got this diecast here out of the box, and obviously there's some subtle differences to the box. You have the diecast body and chassis here, and then you also have the NASCAR Cup Series and Hendrick Motorsports logos here. I don't believe those were there, like on the normal like diecast body and chassis, or on the normal ARC 164 diecast. But I'm not sure. I don't have a box on me right now, but I'm pretty sure one of these logos was not here, and then this was also not there. So definitely, and this too. So definitely some small differences, but you know, they make the box a little more exciting, at least this side. This is just boring. But anyways, yeah, makes the diecast box a little bit more eventful. But the thing we really care about is the actual diecast itself, and 2 straight days of Larson diecast reviews. This one looks fantastic, dude. Okay, so I have the Valvoline paint scheme from 2021. It's almost identical. But honestly, I think it looks better on a next-gen diecast. I think Valvoline took great advantage of the extra sponsorship space here, and it makes it look really cool because they actually utilize the whole door, just like sneak peek on tomorrow's diecast review, this Chase Elliott A-Shock Energy diecast, where they use the whole side panel, unlike cars like the Byron Raptor paint scheme, the Kyle Busch Lenovo, and new stuff like that, where they just don't use the whole door, which is annoying. But this paint scheme actually does, and I think that's really awesome. This looks fantastic, man. Let's go ahead and get started here with the hood. So we don't have any gimmicks here, like the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. paint schemes. We got the full logo. We get the full hood covered in a logo. We don't have the logo down here at the tip, no. We don't have it all the way up here, pretty much on the windshield, no. We have it dead center here, nice and beautiful. I couldn't find the word for it. Nice and beautiful here on the hood. Valvoline trusted here. And I think, you know, I never really noticed this, and it's kind of like off topic right now, but Valvoline does incorporate all their colors. So you have red there, so obviously red, blue. Okay, maybe I was wrong about the blue, but this was what I always found to be interesting. They actually incorporate this little triangle down here with this stripe here, and I guess I never noticed this because, you know, it was, I don't know, I always just thought it was, I don't know, I guess black, but man, this is just fantastic looking diecast here. And man, I love the Valvoline cars. Byron's Valvoline, it got better this year. Some subtle differences to it, but they made a huge difference. The Kyle Larson Valvoline, I think, will always be king, though, in terms of Valvoline paint schemes. And that's coming from a Byron fan. You get the Chevy bow tie here. Again, I'm losing my words. I'm so sorry. But you got the Chevy bow tie here. You got the Chevy headlights. You got the number 5 there, and Hendrick Motorsports over here. Sunoco on both fronts here, and you got the nice big grille there. And you got these nice little pinstripes kind of coming around the car. They pretty much wrap around the whole thing, except this kind of general area here, where they come back up onto the race car here at the front end. And this just looks mean. Like, if I saw this, I'd be scared, honestly. If I was like in a race car and I saw this, like, that right there looks mean. You come over here to the left side of the diecast, and that's just beautiful, man. That is absolutely beautiful here on the left side of this Valvoline diecast. You got Goodyear here, NASCAR Cup Series, number 5, Valvoline Trusted, the original motor oil. Over here you have America's Best Motor Oil brand, and HendrickCars.com on the quarter panel there. And then you have American Ethanol there. Got Kyle Larson up there, one winner sticker, which I believe was from California, Fontana, Auto Club, whatever you want to call it. You got a Kernis, Exalta, Cincinnati, Freightliner, Mac Tools, and Simeon's. It's pretty much all your general Hendrick Motorsports B-Post sponsors. And Valvoline sponsor the cars that's not here on the C-Post. But there's always that random decal there. I don't know what that is on Hendrick Motorsports cars. But there's always that random decal that sits kind of like right there, right below this kind of clear part. So, not exactly sure what that logo is, but it's there. We'll go to the back end of the diecast, or as Diecast Buffet likes to call it, the caboose of the diecast. You got Drive for 5 here, Valvoline, and number 5. Valvoline is way off its center there, but it's all good. You got ZL1 Camaro there, and you got the pop rivets in the spoiler, which I think is... yeah, no dents in the spoiler, no chips. Good job, Lino. So here on the deck lid, you have Valvoline, and I think this is so cool. Okay, so they've had this since 2021, but this is so cool. So you have the Valvoline can here, the motor oil, obviously, dripping out of the can, going all the way down here to the deck lid. That's such an awesome detail that I wish more teams, could kind of use their sponsor to do that. Or, like, put your brand on the race car. Kind of like this, or, I'm trying to think of another example. The Celsius cars with the Colleague guys and Corey LaJoy. When teams put the brands on the actual race car, they can get really creative with it. Like, say you have a mac and cheese brand, and I'm pretty sure this happened with Stenhouse. They actually put their product on the race car, so you had this mac and cheese car, which was really cool. I think it ran at Richmond, which I was actually at, so that was pretty neat. So, like, you kind of, I really like sponsors adding their products into the race car, kind of like Valvoline does here on the roof, kind of going down to the deck lid. You also have number 5 up there on the roof, but my point is that just the overall marketing kind of aspect, and I think you guys can kind of see what I'm getting at here. The kind of marketing and the promotion aspect of the next gen, it was meant to be taken to another level with the door number slid forward to help, teams and their sponsors have more door space. But, there are just people, like, there are teams that just don't take advantage of that. So, like, you'll have teams like the Raptor car for Byron, or you have the Lenovo car for Kyle Busch, I'll mention that again, or, just different paint schemes that they just don't use the whole sponsor space like they were meant to, and they don't, like, put their product on the car. Like, and I mean, I guess it doesn't even have to be the product. Like, you think about Hooters, they have the big bird on the side here, which is really, really cool. So, I just wish more teams would do this, man. I just wish more teams would put their product on the race car. And another detail I want to point out here about this Valvoline car, I'm not really sure what this is, but, oh, wait a minute. Alright, so I don't know if I'm going to change y'all's perspective on this or not, but this is probably going to sound ridiculous to most of you. But if you look at it, so you have this kind of like blue and white outline here. I could be completely wrong on this, and I'm so sorry if I am. But you kind of have like this, you have this white space down here, and the motor oil is coming down. Are they filling up like a bucket with the motor oil? I don't know. It's so random. I see this such random stuff, but it's slightly logical. I don't know. But so let's actually talk about, like, well, this is a diecast body and chassis, so yeah, it's got like the metal interior and stuff. Honestly, you can notice differences. I mean, I definitely feel like this car is like more, like, it's shinier. It is. Like, you can see that's clearly a lot, like, it's a lot shinier than like other cars that I've reviewed, and especially the bottom here. It is metal. Like, I'm pressing on it, it's not going anywhere. If I were to take like a plastic chassis and I pressed on it, this would like really bend. But this thing, I don't want to like actually destroy it, but like, you can see that's not flexing, and I'm pressing pretty hard here. You can see my nail. I'm pressing pretty hard. But I would say I would get, like the diecast body and chassis. I mean, I think they're really neat. They add a lot of extra detail. The cars don't roll as well, but like, that's fine because, these probably aren't meant to be flung around hallways. Get the ARCs if you want to do that. But so, I mean, I think these are really good in terms of collector kind of pieces. You don't really, if you're not planning to like play with them or like roll them around like that or anything like that, these are really good choices if you're, a collector, and most of the time they don't really sell. So, they're always just going to hang around, and then sometimes Circle B Diecast, and I think even now they have these cards on sale. I think like they've had them on sale for a while. They're only like $12. So you can get these pretty much, you can get 2022 Diecast Body and Chassis 164s for pretty much the same price as a 2023 164 ARC, which is, gotta love Lionel. Quality is not gone up, but these things do have pretty good quality. I haven't noticed an issue on this. So I think a really, really cool piece. Again, if you're just looking to collect these, and if you're looking to like display them in a display case or kind of have them around and look at them every once in a while, I would say get these because, the ARCs are great and all, but these, they're more detailed. Like you can see, there's not as much quality issues. And even here, I even took this one out of the box already and kind of looked around at it. This doesn't have any quality issues either. So, I think that, I would get these, again, if you're looking for a collector's piece. But, obviously, if you're, like, 8 years old, and you're asking your dad or mom to buy you a diecast, then, you're probably going to want to get the ARC because you're probably not just collecting them. But yeah, man, this is a really, really awesome looking diecast. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit of a longer review. I try to keep them under 10 minutes, but this one's going to go a little bit longer. But I thank you guys for sticking around with me here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think of this year's Valvoline scheme. Honestly, I think this 2022 Valvoline paint scheme was a lot better, but let me know what y'all think down in the comments section below. All opinions are accepted. And yeah, so once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.